Hello, good evening. Welcome to our channel Yushi Talks, and today we are talking about Secret Service agent who was with JFK on the day of his assassination breaks silence with claim that blows up the magic bullet theory and suggests that there was more than one shooter. We have more details on this, so let's get started. One of John F. Kennedy's Secret Service agent who was with him in the car on that day says that the famed magic bullet theory doesn't quite add up based on what he remembers. Paul Landis shared his story with New York Times, which will also be touched on in a new book of his, which is due in October. Here, he recounts what he says happened when President was assassinated, insisting the first bullet to hit JFK wasn't the same one to pierce Governor Connolly. The reason that has been the official view of US government for decades is due to the findings of the Warren Commission, which investigated the president's assassination and concluded that Lee Harvey Oswald was the lone shooter, arriving to this conclusion in part because of the single bullet that was recovered in Dallas in the immediate aftermath. Basically, Kennedy first got shot through the throat, and almost instantly, Governor Connolly was also hit, getting shot through his chest, wrist, and thigh. Despite skeptics for years saying that it was virtually impossible for that magic bullet to have caused so much damage the way it did, it was determined that it was the same bullet and the case was closed. They landed on the magic bullet theory because one of the sniper projectiles that was found in the stretcher that was carrying Connolly, so they assumed it was the same one that had hit Kennedy to kick off the assassination. But that's not how it went down as per Landis. Landis claims that he actually recovered the first sniper bullet himself, which he says was lodged in the back seat behind where Kennedy sat. Landis says that he snatched it because he thought it was a key piece of evidence, threw it on Kennedy's stretcher thinking that docs would find it, but presumes that the bullet bounced off JFK's stretcher and into Connolly's in all the ruckus. In other words, Landis is now saying that the first bullet that struck Kennedy probably started and ended with him, and that it did not travel on to hit Connolly. That lends credence to the notion of a second shooter, something that the conspiracy theorists have asserted for ages now. That's all we have in today's video. Thanks for watching us. You have a wonderful day ahead. Bye bye.